Hello and good afternoon. I'm Rachel reporting live from 𝐊𝐴𝐚 Studios. It's lunchtime here in Sydney and it's time for the mid-market pulse. The Australian share market slumped at the open and continues to fall after a sell-off in materials tech stocks. The equity market witnessed broad-based selling as weak commodity prices, especially iron ore and crude oil, fell, as well as negative cues from Wall Street weighed on sentiment. The fall in blue chip shares such as BHP, Rio Tinto, Afterpay, Wesfarmers and also ex-dividend stocks dragged the market lower. As many as 20 companies are trading ex-dividend today, including some big players such as the Monadelphous Group, 9 Entertainment Co-Holdings, South32, Promedicus, Austin and Reliance Worldwide. The benchmark index, the ASX 200, was trading 1% lower by lunchtime. The index was trading below its 20-day moving average. In the US stocks fell for the second consecutive session on Wednesday as investors turned jittery amid concerns that the Delta variant of COVID-19 may derail the global economic recovery. The S&P 500, the benchmark of US blue chips, dropped 0.5%. The Dow Jones declined by 2.5%, and the tech-savvy Nasdaq plunged 0.65%. Moving on to the sectoral front now, 10 of the 11 sectors are in the red today, led by a 1.7% decline in materials. The slump in materials stocks was due to a continued fall in iron ore prices, which dropped over 4% after subdued Chinese demand as the country imposes a ban on steel production to try and help reduce carbon emissions. The materials sector was followed by the information technology sector with a loss of 1.5%, which fell in line with its US counterpart, the Nasdaq Composite. Among others, energy, telecoms, financials, consumer discretionary and the industrial sector were all trading over 1% lower. Bucking the trend, healthcare was the only sector that managed to float in the green so far today with marginal gains. On that note, let us focus on some top gainers and losers by the mid-morning session. Top loser on the ASX was litigation funding company Omni Bridgeway with a 7.8% loss so far today. The stock declined over 12% in opening trade. That's after a judgment that it won against Queensland dam manager Seqwater got overturned yesterday. Now, back in 2019, the New South Wales Supreme Court ruled Seqwater had 50% of the liability for flood compensation claims stemming from the Queensland floods in early 2011, with the remaining 50% shared between the Queensland Government and Sunwater. The case was fought in New South Wales because Queensland law did not provide for compensation class actions at the time. But Seqwater appealed the decision of the New South Wales Court of Appeal, ruled in its favour. Following the $450 million settlement with the state of Queensland and Sunwater for their combined 50% of a portion liability, half of the investment was de-recognised, with $95.3 million of income recognised in financial year 2021. Omni Bridgeway has received $30.3 million of this income in cash, with a balance of $65 million remaining. Moving on, some of the other worst performers were English bank Virgin Money UK, mineral explorer Orocobre, resource company South32 and payment solutions firm EML Payments. Meanwhile, medical device manufacturer ResMed topped the gainers chart by rising 2.9%. Some of the other notable gainers were coal miner Whitehaven Coal, gold miner Gold Road Resources and healthcare firms Promedicus and Fisher & Paykel Healthcare Corp. It's time now for a very short break, but stay tuned for more of the latest market updates.
Tune in to get the latest information.
Whether it's about market movements or the currency graph,
sectoral coverage or industry news.
we cover it all on our news segments.
Be on top of the latest news
With 𝐊𝐴𝐚 TV.
Hello and welcome back. It's Rachel and you're watching the Mid-Market Pulse Show live from Sydney. Now, the share price of Pinnacle Investment Management dropped almost 2% after it increased its stake in 𝐊𝐿𝐴 Capital Partners. The investment management firm has raised its stake in 𝐊𝐿𝐴 to 35% by acquitting another 10%. It's also proposed to acquire third-party marketing and retail distribution from Winston Capital Partners. Winston is a distribution partner of 𝐊𝐿𝐴 Capital, and existing distribution rights will be transferred as part of the deal. Pinnacle didn't disclose the financial terms of the deals. Next, shares of Gold Road Resources rose 2% by the mid-session after it released its half-yearly earnings report. For the next 6 months, ending 30th of June, the net profit after tax dropped almost 20% to $19.1 million from $23.4 million in the prior year. EBITDA fell 2% to $60 million, while the EBITDA margin rose by 1% to 46%. Revenue from gold sales dipped to $130 million, compared to $135 million in the same 6-month period last year. The board of the companies also declared a fully franked dividend of 0.5 cents per share. Next up, Nickel Mines has raised $204 million by issuing senior unsecured notes to strengthen its balance sheet. The new notes carry an interest rate of 6.5% maturing on the 1st of April 2024. The proposed new notes constitute a further issuance of and will be consolidated with the existing notes to form a $325 million single series of notes. The debut issuance will be used to meet working capital and general corporate requirements, bolstering the company's treasury. Next up, gold and copper explorer Rimfire Pacific Mining shares traded 12.5% higher following an ASX update. The exploration company has secured 100% interest of Broken Hill Greenview Cobalt project. 25 of 27 blocks of exploration licence 5958 at Broken Hill have been released from the Windy Ridge joint venture with Perlea and returned to Rimfire, which will have 100% interest and management control. The return of these blocks provides an exciting addition to Rimfire's portfolio as a multi-commodity explorer with a focus on metals that will support the future economy. Next, shares of Weebit Nano shot up almost 60% after the semiconductor memory technology company resumed trading after a halt. The stock rallied after the company confirmed it's entered into a commercial deal with a subsidiary of Nasdaq-listed semiconductor foundry SkyWater Technology. SkyWater will be dedicating a significant amount of time and resources to support the commercialization of Weebit's technology. And finally, QX Resource shares traded flat even after securing exploration licenses. The company's wholly owned subsidiary World Metals has secured a 50% interest in 2 exploration licenses located in the Pilbara region of WA. The acquired projects are considered prospective for gold and base metals, including nickel. QX will hold 50% of the licenses, with the balance held by the introducer of the licenses, Pilbara Base Metals. And finally, shares of Patterson Resources are trading flat after it started drilling at the flagship Grace Gold project in WA. The drilling program is focused on high-impact targets that were identified from recent geophysical surveying. That's all for the Mid-Market Pulse show today. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned with 𝐊𝐶𝐞 TV for more trending updates. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.